Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to our Heavenly Father, the Son Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahar, Rakah, Kodash, and double honor to the apostles and elders and bishops of GMS, who rule well and who teach well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, GMS Arkansas, coming with this lesson. Part of this lesson, we're going to use, this is a fair use disclaimer, Section 107 of the Copyright Act. I'm not trying to, make no profit gain out this. This is just for educational use purposes. Okay. This is 2nd Ezra 15:1. It says, "Behold, speak thou into the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord." Okay. And the prophets have been prophesying about the times that we are approaching and that we're coming in. Okay. In the scriptures, they have the blueprint. Okay. So we're speaking in the ears of our people, the Israelites. Okay. We're speaking to the elect because we understand that there's only a certain election going to obtain this, and the rest are going to be blinded no matter how much we speak. Okay. So we are telling you, according to especially 2nd Ezra, there's a time that's coming that's going to be chaotic. Okay. And it's going to be violent. And that time is near approaching. Okay. And I'm going to show you, when you go down to verse 14, it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." So it's going to be sorrows. It's going to be judgment to the world and them that dwell in the inhabitants of the earth. Okay, it says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh." Okay, a sword represents a destructive instrument, okay, or judgment. And it said it draweth destruction, it draweth nigh, meaning it's closer at hand than you think. Okay, what happened? What the hell just happened? It's closer than what you think. That's why when we read in Romans 13:11, it says our salvation is nearer than we believe. This is part of our salvation. This destructive effect that's coming. Okay, this violent uprising that's coming. This is part of our salvation. It says, "One people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." See, this is talking about the people. All right, because the situation's finna get so dire out here, people are basically going to stand on their own. Okay, they're going to stand on their own and make their own decisions and what they should do to survive. Okay, and it says, "For there shall be sedition among men and invading of one another." So people, groups, tribes, all this different groups, basically going to be, like I said, invading. Okay, it's going to be a chaotic situation that's going to hit these streets. Okay, and you got to remember, you got a government that's in charge, which are basically guiding these things to happen in that particular way because they have an agenda as well. The agenda they have is when we read in Revelations 13:16. That's the whole agenda of the legitimacy of the government. Okay, and people are not going to go for it. So they're going to have to start, as we see it now, they're starting to send the military into these towns and saying that, we have this town is violent. We want to stop the crime in this particular place, in this particular place. You know what I'm saying? We've been seeing them go to Chicago, LA, Memphis, and different places. And they just had a meeting this morning at the White House where the girl said she was in Portland, talking to the government officials in Portland. And they wasn't really down with it, but now it don't matter. They just going to start moving in troops. They're going to move in the enforcement is going to be moved into these places, whether they like it or not. So they're going to invade into these cities with a law enforcement, right? And it says, as a matter of fact, let me show you. Let me play a video Let me play this video right quick. This is fair use. It's for educational purposes only.
Anarchists, and they're paid. And you'll find that out. You'll be finding it out very soon. You should see what we have on these people. These are bad people. These are people that want to destroy our country. We're not going to let it happen. They've used armed gangs to assault local police in cities nationwide, and they've attacked journalists reporting on their crimes. So the journalists that report on their crimes, don't worry, you're very safe. I hope that's not going to turn you around, but they have been very threatening to people, but we're going to be very threatening to them, far more threatening to them than they ever were with us, and that includes the people that fund them. Probably some of the people I know, some of the people I dine with, but if they do, they're in deep trouble. So we're going to be looking very strongly at the people that are funding these operations. When you see the signs, and they're all made out of a beautiful paper, beautiful, nice, stiff, very expensive paper with beautiful wood handles, all the same color. They come from very expensive printing machines. These are not people that write out their signs in a basement that believe in something. These are paid anarchists. At least 3 of these courageous journalists have personally been victims of Antifa attacks. Andy Ngo has been repeatedly beaten by Antifa thugs for his work in Andy is a very serious person, too, I have to tell you. I've been watching him for a long time.
He was fired just 3 weeks before he was set to retire. And now he...
I don't know how that should be doing it, but I'm going to go back to Ezra on these phones, bro. There's so much glitching in these systems, these phones, and these ads. It's like right then, you know, it was like Satan jumped in there and put an ad in there right when he was talking about the anarchy. Okay, and that's what's finna come. It said there should be a sedition among men. Sedition is that that where the people gonna stand up against the government. You see what I'm saying? That rebellion, okay, among men. Okay, and it says invading one another, and they shall not regard the kings and the princes. They're not gonna regard their leaders. You see the commander in chief. You see what he was just saying. They making it seem like this stuff is so violent in these places. They're finna get ready to basically bring this police state, right? They're finna bring a police state and make this situation dire. You already seen them cutting the different programs off of people who were like basically poor. They finna put a dire need for a solution out here, and they gonna have it. It's gonna be called RFID. Okay, this is what it's all leading. But ultimately, the Heavenly Father gonna destroy this shit, you know, and we're waiting on it. So all that, even like the police enforcement, bro, they not gonna regard it. People basically gonna, all their decisions and their behaviors are gonna be towards survival, bro. It said, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Like that's what it is. These people finna survive. It's finna be a lawless society out here. Yeah, and they're gonna be moving through this lawless society, doing whatever they gotta do to survive. They're not gonna be trying to hear what no kings and rulers are saying, and it's all set up by them to bring that type of situation here, so they can have the right to go ahead and should basically kill you if they want. We're already seeing it happen. Okay, they just signed that beautiful bill act, which now the president don't even need Congress for nothing no more for the next 4 years. So whatever he do in between here and there, he just doing it because he want to, and then can't nobody stop him. So you people better basically get ready for a lawless society. And all you people that be running your mouth and they ain't never shut the fuck up, you finna be met with force, and you probably gonna die behind it, because a lot of judgment is about to come. You see, it's always been a lot of people that run their mouth and like to talk shit. You see what I'm saying? Hide behind law and government. But now they say your course of action gonna stand, ain't gonna be it's gonna be lawless. And then you're gonna see who is who. You're gonna have the government trying to kill you and people. So this situation out here, man, is about to get real ratchet, real tough. And they cutting people's money off. And people gonna do whatever they gotta do to survive. Hey, we just gotta sit back and watch, man. Because this whole thing is about to unravel. Babylon is on its way down the drain like a one-egg pudding. So with that, hey, Shalom.